Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, we are doing a haul from Mooncat. This is the brand that used to be Live Love Polish, and earlier, I forget if it was this year in 2022 or if it was late in 2021, they rebranded to the brand Mooncat. And I haven't ordered from them previously. Their price point is slightly above the average indie price. So while I'm used to, at this point, spending somewhere between $12 and $13 for a bottle of indies, these are between $14 and $16. So I was excited to see that they were having an end of the year sale earlier this month in November. So it was 25% off the entire website. So I went ahead and grabbed some polishes that I had been eyeing over the course of their new releases. Now, I will say this, if you have previously purchased some of their polishes under the Live Love Polish brand, they do have some that have been re-released and renamed. So do double check before you order that new polish that you're seeing. They will say down at the end of their description if it was previously released under another name in their previous branding. And there were a couple that I did have in my cart that I hadn't noticed that on a more thorough inspection, I did notice that down at the bottom it had that other name that I did already have in my collection under that other brand. So just something to keep in mind so you don't dupe yourself. All right, so we've got all of these swatched. I also got a couple of accessories from them, so let's go ahead and dig in. The first polish that I got is this beautiful flaky polish called Moon Fairy. I forget what the name of this collection was called, but it was something to do with fairy tales, and this one is a really beautiful light lilac shade, absolutely jam-packed full of those gorgeous iridescent flakies. I want to say there's at least a couple of different kinds. I'm seeing some in green, also some in purple. I've got flashes of orange and yellow that are popping up. There is pink. It's all in a very beautiful soft shade of lilac, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate the bottles and the caps? The caps especially are super unique. It looks like a faceted crystal. Very, very cool. So here is Moon Fairy in 3 coats. This also has a glossy top coat on it. This one is a beautiful shade for spring, although I think you could also easily wear it in the winter. It is a really gorgeous light shade. Very, very pretty and ethereal. So that first one was Moon Fairy. So we're sticking with our purples, I think, as you can see. I got a lot of them. This next one is one of their cream formulas, and this one is called Sweet Nightmare. This one, as I said, is just a cream, but I really wanted to try this color because it looked beautiful. It is a really nice light lavender shade that has like a pinch of a periwinkle tone to it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The formula on this was very nice in just 2 coats, and here it is in those 2 coats with a glossy top coat. As you can see against my skin tone, it has that pinch of that periwinkle tone. There's a bit of blue in there. I love these sort of colors, so I was really excited to see this type of color from Mooncat. And I think this one is going to be another one that could easily be worn in winter or spring. I have yet to decide when I want to try to wear it myself, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So our first cream of the haul is Sweet Nightmare. Next up is another purple, this time in a shimmer with some micro glitter in there. This one is called Siren's Deceit, and this is a really beautiful one. The base of this is actually more of like a pink leaning purple. You have a very strong blue flash to it, and then those micro hollow glitters. This is it in 3 coats. This is another polish that is on the sheerer side because of all of the goodies in there. You do want to layer this up over itself to reach mostly opaque. I think longer nails would probably even need a 4th coat, or maybe try this over a blurring base coat or over a matching undie. But I love the color of this one, and of course that incredibly strong blue flash is beautiful. I also like the amount of the hollow glitters that they decided to go with. It doesn't overcrowd the polish, but it does add a beautiful twinkling effect to the nail. So that one was Siren's Deceit. Next up is, I think, the only micro glitter that's basically a solid micro glitter, and this one is Sealed with a Hiss, and this one has beautiful colors in it. What you're initially seeing is that sort of a lavender purple base. You've got those flecks of glitter that you're seeing in hollow, but as you tilt the bottle, you can see warmer tones shift up. So you've got oranges and golds, and then of course the rainbow effect from that hollow glitter. There's also a shimmer in there that you can see is that strong blue flash. That also seems to have a shift in it because when I'm showing you the blue flash on camera, what I'm seeing in person is actually a pink. So here's that one in 3 coats. Very sparkly on the nail. This is another one that has beautiful color shifts in it, and I love how it ends up looking. This one does have the most glitter in it, so you will want to wear this either over a peel-off base coat or perhaps soak it off if you don't have a peel-off base coat. But I love the sparkles in this one, and it's another beautiful color. So that one was sealed with a hiss. Next up is our darkest purple, and it is a hollow. This is called Anti-Fragile, and this is a stunning hollow. Look at how sparkly that is. You have that beautiful linear flare, and I want to say this one also has a shimmer in it because you can see a warm glow on the face of the bottle as well as that linear holographic. This one is very deep and dark. That's actually more of the true color there past the hollow, so that very rich royal purple. This one was nice and opaque for me in 2 coats. And as you can see, the holographic flare on this is really gorgeous. It's a nice deep shade of purple. I will have to add this to a very long list of purple hollows to compare in my collection, but I had to try this one. The photos of it on the website were absolutely gorgeous. So that last true purple before we get into our fuchsias and reds was Anti-Fragile. The next one is a beautiful berry fuchsia with flakies, and this one is called Mood Ring. And this is another absolutely gorgeous color. I love the juicy tone of this, and I also really like these flakies in this base. Look at how green and aqua they are against this beautiful tone. You do also have some that pop up in a pink. Also from my angle back here, I'm seeing orange as well. So here it is in 3 coats. This is another one of the more squishy formulas, which is pretty normal for these flaky packed polishes. But look at this gorgeous tone. I absolutely love this color. I'm not too sure offhand if I even have anything quite this shade in my collection just yet, so I was really excited to add this one. So that one was Mood Ring. Now we're getting into our pinks and maroon shades. This is one of the magnetics that I got, and this one is called Velvet Rose. I had actually been eyeing shades like this from, I think, Cirque Colors. So when I saw a... What? Hi. Yeah. So I was excited to see a version of it on Mooncat's website. This one is a rose gold metallic with flakies. So let's see what it looks like when you add the magnet. Sort of pulls up a paler pink into that magnetic line, slightly deepens up the base into a deeper rose shade, and then you can more easily see those beautiful flakies. So this is it in 2 coats. I will say I did the swatches of these the other night, so the magnetic line isn't going to be as tight as it was originally when I swatched it. But I really like the soft velvet sort of look that gives it. You have that lighter shade of pink that sort of dances on the face of the nail, and it deepens up into that deeper shade of rose towards the edges. On this one, the flakies aren't as noticeable as in other polishes, but they are more of a secondary particle. What, baby girl? What? Yes, I see you. What do you want? I know. What do you think you want? What do you think you want? See? Same as always, Angel Baby. Yeah, I know. You're like, why are you putting me up there? That is a little girl. She never likes to be up here, but she always wants to know what I'm doing. So anyways, like I was saying, the flakies are more of a secondary particle on this polish. The main attraction is that magnetic particle. And I think this one would be beautiful in winter or spring as well. Could even make a very interesting shade for fall. So our first magnetic of the haul was Velvet Rose. Next up is another one of their linear holographics in a beautiful deep color. This one is Pretty Poisonous, and this is a really neat, sort of a brown leaning red. You of course have that amazing linear holographic, and I want to say this one also has a touch of that shimmer as well. You see that golden, slightly orange shimmer across the face of the bottle at different angles in the hollow. This one is actually really hard to see the true color in the bottle because there is so much hollow going on in such a dark color, but it is a really beautiful deep shade of like a wine or burgundy. And here it is in 2 coats. This is also very impressive in just those 2 coats for full opacity. The holographic flare on this one is absolutely dazzling, and that shimmer adds a nice layer of color to this beautiful vampy shade. You can see that beautiful linear flare there. One that could definitely go on my fall rack, although I'm already feeling winter coming on. I haven't even scarcely touched my fall rack and I'm already starting to feel winter. That's very sad. For being my favorite season, it feels awfully short. But in any case, this one was pretty poisonous. Next up is another one of their creams that I wanted to try, again for fall and winter. This one is called From the Ashes, and this is a beautiful shade. This is a deep red leaning berry, like a deep oxblood with that pinch of purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is in 2 coats. This is another that I was very happy with in just 2 coats for full opacity. This one is stunning, so vampy and dark on the nail, but you still can tell that it is a beautiful rich color. I will have to compare this to some of the other shades of this family of colors in my polish collection, but I had to try it. It looked gorgeous online. And with colors like this, there's always nuanced shades. Some could be more purple, some could have a pinch of brown in them, some could be deeper, some could be brighter. So I had to see how it compared to polishes that I already have, but this one's definitely a beautiful one for winter and fall. So that second cream was From the Ashes. And next up is our last magnetic. This one is called Illusionist. And this one is a very interesting shade because it looks completely different on the nail than it does in the bottle. It's actually hard to describe in the bottle because you're seeing so many different colors. In person, I'm seeing like a green and bronze flash across the face of the bottle. You're seeing more like a deep, deep purple with those holographic sparkles of the micro glitters. The base of this one I would describe as a deep purple, and then all of that shimmer that you're seeing, the green and gold and bronze, is the magnetic particles. So when you add the magnet, you're going to deepen up that base into that very dark purple. You're going to have the scattering of those holographic glitters, and then that beautiful shifting shimmer is going to pop up into that magnetic line. So here's that one in 2 coats. This is one that I think some nail lengths might need a third to reach full opacity, but I was happy with the swatches in 2. I love how the shifting shimmer looks on the nail in that magnetic particle. You've got greens and golds, a bit of pink. I think this one's pretty unique to my collection as well. I really love the deep purple that base turns to when it's magnetized. And of course with magnetics you can always play around with how you magnetize them or don't magnetize them to get different looks on every nail. So our last polish was Illusionist. Then they always send you a free magnet. They did that when they were Live Love Polish as well. So when you buy a magnetic polish, they include a free little magnet. So you have your standard magnet on this side and then a little round magnet on the other side. And then one of the accessories that I did purchase was their glass nail file. I really liked that this one was a black glass file. It also has the really neat little Mooncat logo there. And this one feels like it's going to be really, really nice. I really like my glass nail files. I keep one in my purse. I keep one on my desk. I use them almost all the time. They're my preferred method of filing. And this one has a really nice softened edge. And then on both sides of the face of the file, you have that filed down section where you will file your nails. So it feels like really nice quality. And this was also 25% off. So there you have it. That was my little haul from Mooncat. Let me know down below if you have any favorites that I didn't get, or if you have any that are coming out in their new collections that you have on your wish list. I think I just saw earlier today that they had released a new collection coming out for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, something like that. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.